Question for you. Have you ever struggled in deciding what to charge for your products or services? Like you're thinking, okay, should I charge $4.95 or should I charge $1,997? Well, if you have, keep watching because I have this really valuable tip for you that will make a world of difference the next time you're setting your price points. Hey everyone, I'm Sandra Visser of CoachelGlobal.com. We're a boutique marketing training and coaching company, and we work with heart-centered women entrepreneurs who are done pushing so hard to market their business effectively and who would like to have a well-oiled marketing machine up and running on autopilot, so you speed up your sales cycles, you attract more high quality leads and convert them into high paying dream clients, and your business grows even when you're asleep. So today I'm talking about how to determine the right price point for your products and services. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to this channel. In that way you get notified if I release a new marketing training tip for you. And I'd like to start with a story that happened not so long ago. So I have this garden, and in my garden was this huge wasp nest, you know? And in blind panic I started Googling for some pest control agencies, the companies that could help me get rid of the wasps. And so a lot of those companies could help me within 48 hours. But there was only one company that said, we'll be there in 30 minutes. So I called them and they helped me. And it took them literally 5 minutes to investigate that wasp nest, to spray some icky white stuff on it, and to collect my money and then go away again. 5 minutes, and I paid, I don't know, $100 or something, 100 euros. And that's a lot for 5 minutes, I can tell you. But was it worth it? It was every penny worth it. And by the way, I apologize for killing those wasps, but I have my girl playing in the garden and they were really nasty. Anyway, but what's the difference between asking $100 for 5 minutes or let's say a dime, 10 cents for 5 minutes? I'll tell you about it. But first of all, you want to understand why pricing and your entire pricing model is important to your marketing. Well, for one, it's important because it determines how much you make, right? And not only in terms of revenue, but also in terms of profit. And there's this funny thing that we women entrepreneurs forget about, profit, the bottom line figure. But profit is really important to your business. In fact, profitability is still the hallmark of a successful business. So it determines how much you make. And second, why your pricing and your pricing model is important to your marketing is that it largely determines how you position your offer. It determines how you market your products and services. It determines how you communicate about it and how it is perceived by your audience in a larger context against your competitors or other alternatives. So you always want to be strategic about your pricing and don't come up with just a number like this, because if you choose just any number, you might not generating the most money you could generate. So about pricing, often I hear women entrepreneurs saying, well, I'm not getting paid for what I'm worth, or well, I'm only charging this, but actually I should be charging that. So in my opinion, if you're not getting paid for what you're worth, there are three possible reasons for that. One is you're not asking what you're worth, right? I see that so often, like women tell me, I'm charging this, but I should be charging that. Well, and this has a lot to do with mindset, our limiting beliefs, our self-esteem, our self-confidence. But you never get paid for what you're worth if you're not asking that price point that you think you're worth, right? So that is one reason. A second reason why you might not be paid for what you're worth is that people don't know what you're worth. If that's the case, you have a huge marketing problem. But with any problem, this can be solved, but it's about your marketing, and you have to be committed to work on that, on your compelling messages, on your entire communication of who you and your brand are, what your products is, and what really your value is. And the third reason you're not getting paid for what you're worth might be that you're possibly not worth as much as you believe. And that is all about the alternatives people have. And don't get me wrong, a cheaper alternative is also not buying at all, right? People have this option working with you or buying from you or not buying. So here's my tip on determining the price point for your products and services and getting paid for your value. The secret lies in understanding the cost of not buying or working with you. Why did I want to pay $100 for just 5 minutes of work? Because I had a huge problem that I wanted to be solved now. It was a rather sooner than later situation for me, and that company really understood my need. So I have some questions for you. It's like an exercise. 4 questions. Write down what is the burning question of my prospective client. What is solving that problem for my client worth to my prospective client? And what price point would reflect, the value of that to your prospective client? And 4, how can you make that clear in a compelling way? So that's how you do it. That's marketing. I'm talking about value-based pricing here. Master this and you will never second guess yourself of which price point you should charge for your products or services. Okay, helpful insights. Leave a comment below, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up or share. And thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye.